So obviously everyone's a little bit frustrated right now. Minnesota Fighting Vikings dropped another close one, 34-31 to the Ravens in overtime on the road, where the Vikings had 14-point leads twice, and just gave it away at the end. And head coach Mike Zimmer, who should be on the hot seat, I don't know if he will be, but he certainly should be. His post-game presser. Now, generally Zimmer, especially in the post-game pressers, like, he doesn't really say anything of note. It's a lot of coach speak. It's a lot of this, that, we'll just keep grinding. We'll get better and try and win a game. All that stuff. But Zimmer gave possibly the worst nonsensical answer I've ever heard about a very key situation that is going overlooked. So, setting the stage. Vikings just scored a touchdown to make it 31-30, a minute 3 left to go in the game in the fourth quarter, and they had a decision: kick the extra point or go for 2 and try and get the lead, even though there's a minute left. The Ravens had 2 timeouts, and they had Justin friggin' Tucker, the nuclear weapon of kickers. So, even if you got it, went ahead 32-31, you'd still have to defend against the Ravens offense, which you've had a hard time doing all day, and also keep Justin Tucker away from, I don't know, the 50? Probably the 50, because he made a 66-yarder against the Lions. So, yeah, if you can do that, sure. But he decided not to. He decided to kick the extra point, and listen to this rationale. Courtney Cronin at ESPN Go. Mike Zimmer said he did give thought to going for 2 on Minnesota's final touchdown, but opted to tie the game with a PAT 31-31 because they have a heck of a kicker, still over a minute left and 3 timeouts. So I don't understand that thinking. I don't. What's the difference between you going for the win and getting it and you playing for the tie? Because either way, they still have a minute 3, 2 timeouts, and Justin Tucker. Like, it doesn't change the calculus at all, because if you just kick the extra point, tie game, you think that John Harbaugh is just with Justin Tucker in his back pocket is just going to sit back and play for the tie? He doesn't think like you. He doesn't think like you, Zim. So I don't understand, because when that happened, after Adam Thielen caught that touchdown to make it a 1-point game, 100%. I was like, the Vikings need to go for 2. They have the momentum. The defense will not be able to hold up in overtime if it goes that far, in all likelihood. So go for the win now. Just like the Lions did against the Vikings at US Bank Stadium. Go for the win when you have the wind at your back, when you have momentum. Go for the kill on the road. But they didn't. And his rationale is so... I understand. We're just a jackass with a YouTube channel, and he's a guy who has spent his entire life in football. I get it, but what is the difference between you going for the win, potentially getting it, and their reaction if you're up by 1 point or if it's a tie game? It's exactly the same. It is exactly the same, and your tasks are exactly the same. Stop them from getting to midfield. You have a minute 3 left and 2 timeouts. That is it. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't. And if you miss, whatever. You shot your shot. In all likelihood, there's a minute left, 2 timeouts. Justin Tucker, maybe they go down and kick a field goal. So it's a moot point. But I don't know. Like, even though the Vikings got that gift interception by Anthony Barr, absolutely amazing play by 55. They did nothing with it. This team was gassed. The offense, I mean, besides that last minute touchdown drive, 75 yards, was it 10 plays? Yeah, I mean, other than that, they have been dead on arrival throughout most of the day. So I don't get it, man. I don't understand this team sometimes. But I mean, that's fireable reasoning from Zimmer. But of course, everything that Zimmer's been doing has been fireable, because this team has top 10 talent on paper, but they're constantly in tight games. They're constantly blowing double-digit leads against lesser opponents. They're constantly shatting the bed against Cooper Rush. And then that Cowboys team with Dak gets lit up by the Broncos at home. But it's never Zimmer's fault. That's right. It's Teflon Zim. Just great. But your thoughts on our thoughts. Zimmer's quite possibly the worst press conference answer I've ever heard. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.